Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? So recently, I had a chance to watch the Aquaman on Dolby Vision on my OLED, and I was really impressed with just how beautiful the colors popped out of the screen, especially on the OLED and especially on the Dolby Vision. I did watch few scenes on the QLED, and I did notice that the QLED, although it is brighter and it looks brighter, the HDR is still good on the this version of the movie. But when you switch to the Dolby Vision, you just notice that the colors have more life to it. Like everything's more life-like. It's just more vibrant. You know, I'm trying to use my words to describe it in the best possible way that I can. I cannot show you the loop of this movie. I cannot play any scenes from this movie. I purposely on my Oppo, I have selected the the full screen. I'm gonna go back. I just need to grab my remote control. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back to the widescreen. Well, even in widescreen, you notice just how beautiful the Dolby Vision looks. And one of the great things about watching movies on OLED, and this is what I've been trying to tell people, when you're watching movies on OLED, when you have those black bars from bottom to top, uh, it's not going to bother you. When you have these black bars from bottom to top on QLED or any other LCD LED television out there, you will notice that when you turn the lights off, you will notice that brightness on these bars. That's because it's using the LCD LED backlit technology. This is emissive technology. Now, I'm not here to review the movie. I'm not doing this video to review the movie and tell you how I feel about the movie. There's other people out there who can do that. I'll just simply tell you that movie's fun. You know, I think Jason Momoa, he definitely took this role a bit seriously. He definitely put all the effort into this one, and I think he did a good job. Now, in terms of overall how the movie is, there's some cheesy scenes. There's some cheesiness here and there. It's a comic book. There's a lot of CGI, cheap CGI here and there. It's kind of like okay. Uh, this movie is not going to wow you like in terms of like anything special that you haven't seen. The CGI is okay, um, but it's a fun movie. However, the one thing that this movie will do is going to showcase just how beautiful the Dolby Vision is, especially on the OLED. Sorry about that. I had to zoom in a little bit. I had to go ahead and zoom in this scene right here uh, because it really showcased just how colorful. I mean, you guys cannot see it, but just how colorful her hair is in the background. This is something you got to see in person, guys. Again, you can't see it through a camera. I don't know how many times I have to say this. A lot of people think that if you look at two televisions, and I know there's YouTubers out there that do that, I'm not going to mention their names, they put two televisions. I can do that too. But you're still not going to see the difference. You can't tell the difference. It's simply impossible for you to see through a camera and a compressed video on the YouTube to see what I'm seeing in person. This is why you have to go ahead and see it for yourself. The reason I do these videos is to tell you my opinion on what I have experienced on this TV while watching this movie. Why? Because I have the movie. So therefore I have the credibility to let you know that I have this TV and I have this movie, so I'm letting you know how the Dolby Vision is on the OLED. And that's why I do these videos. I mean, there's beautiful scenes in this movie. It's because it's on the ocean. You got the sunrise, you got the sunset, you got beautiful shots here. I think the name of the director is James Wong. I think that's the name of the director. I think he worked in Fast and the Furious. I'm not sure, and I think he did a great job in terms of like the photography, the principal photography, the color, the tone of color on the movie. I think he did a great job, and it really showcases as this really showcased on a Dolby Vision really well. Even if you don't like the movie, I think you will appreciate the Dolby Vision. You will appreciate the Dolby Atmos on this movie. Again, to me, it's not like that the movie that's gonna wow you. It's gonna say, "Oh wow, you got to see it," but it's definitely gonna give some beautiful image picture quality on your television. And there's a bunch of actors in this movie. There's William Dafoe, there's Nicole Kidman, there's Dolph Lundgren, there's a bunch of actors, like supporting cast, you know. But main cast is obviously going to be Jason Momoa. Now, in terms of what kind of Dolby Vision do I use home cinema. You have to have that OLED light at 50. You know, a lot of people say, well, why OLED light at 50? Because you already got the best possible decoded, brighter movie. And if you move the OLED light to 100, all you're going to be doing is you're going to be crushing all the detail in the background. You already got the very bright compressed movie here from Dolby Vision. So this is why they recommend that you keep the OLED light at 50, at least to my understanding, because if you cross that threshold, then you kind of like you overblowing the detail, the white bright level detail in the background. Remember, the whole idea of the picture quality is to see every and each detail. Like here, for example, you want to be able to see in the background, be able to see the sunset, the cloud formation on the sunset. You know, this is why you want to keep that OLED light at 50 for the Dolby Vision home cinema. You see, like right here, you can clearly see the definition of the clouds, the blue sky, the brownish yellow blue sky, and you can clearly see that even with this camera. I think you guys can see a little bit, and that's why you want to keep that OLED light at 50, at least to my understanding. You know what, and I did a test and I agree, you have to keep that OLED light at 50 for Dolby Vision. For HDR you can move it to 100. Only for Dolby Vision you got to keep that OLED light at 50, contrast at maximum, and OLED light at 50. Does the movie has some grain? I did notice a little bit of a grain here and there. I did notice a little bit of a grain here and there, but not to the point where it's like kind of like Saving Private Ryan or Die Hard grain. I mean, it's there. I mean, you will see it, but it's a small, tiny little bit of grain. It's like some scenes, you know, some scenes like with Kevin Hart, and then when they go to William Dafoe, and then they go to Nicole Kidman, and then it goes back and forth, all these characters. I don't want to spoil the movie, but like you do see a little bit of grain on certain scenes. I guess they use different types of lenses and cameras. I don't know how they did it, but I probably think they used, maybe, was this on IMAX? I don't know if this was on IMAX. It's possible, and they went different shots. I don't know. Again, I'm just butchering it here. I don't know what type of cameras he used, but I'm pretty sure he used different types of lenses, close-ups and whatnot. But overall, the Dolby Vision is really good in this movie, man. I really can't complain. There's certain scenes that this movie really shines. Some scenes in this movie are really, really great, you know, especially, you know, with his love interest here, which I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. I could tell you the whole movie right now, but what would be the point? Like, just go and watch it, enjoy it. You know, there's a bunch of actors in this movie. You know, there's William Dafoe is in it, yes. Even Dolph Lundgren's in it. Nicole Kidman plays his mother. So I was being careful what to say. I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's scenes in this movie. There's some parts of this movie that's really, it's really gonna like surprise you just how beautiful Dolby Vision looks. And then, you know, there's certain parts of the movie where you're gonna have CGI, but even with CGI, I've noticed that it looks better. Even with CGI, I don't know how this director did it, but he was able to implement, even with the CGI, with the 2K intermediate, he was able to truly take advantage of that rendering and Dolby Vision tone mapping to even make the CGI scenes look vibrant. And listen, even if you don't like the movie, guys, you will appreciate the Dolby Vision here. Okay. And then there's scenes like this. I have used the zoom in. I'm gonna use the. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to the full screen. But even in the widescreen, if you're watching a 65-inch, 75-inch, you're going to appreciate Dolby Vision. Like the tone mapping here on the Dolby Vision, it's really done well, especially when there's the explosions. It almost looks like three-dimensional. Like you truly can appreciate every and each color. It really pops here on the Aquaman. Sure, there's a bunch of scenes that take place in the ocean, but there's also scenes that take place on the island. So it's like you get to see a really good definition of the Dolby Vision here. And again, you have to see this in person to truly appreciate this. Another thing I want to say, to truly appreciate the 4K, to truly appreciate the OLED, to truly appreciate the Dolby Vision, it's recommended that you watch it on a big screen. When you're watching a movie on a big screen, you appreciate all that detail. 55-inch is good, but still, the bigger screen, the better. So if you got a 65-inch OLED, you're going to enjoy this much, much better, So, like I said, I'm impressed with the Dolby Vision. As far as the movie's okay. The movie's okay. There's some cheesy lines, there's some cheesiness here and there, but overall the movie's okay. But you will appreciate the Dolby Vision and you will appreciate the Dolby Atmos for sure on the Aquaman. And of course, I can't end this video without mentioning the famous goat in the movie. There's a bunch of comedy in this movie, which is good. It's a mixture of comedy, action, and then a little bit of emotions, drama. It has a little bit of all those elements, and I think this is why the Aquaman succeeded in the movie theaters, because it's like the Mummy, It has all of these elements of fun, adventure, and story, and emotion, and all these different things, and it's a fun ride, Yeah, but there's cheesiness. There's cheese there, There's plenty of cheese, but it's a good amount of balanced cheesiness, However, Dolby Vision, yeah. Dolby Vision looks amazing. The colors will pop like three-dimensionally. It really looks great. So if you want to showcase your television, your OLED, your Dolby Vision, I think Aquaman will get that job done for you. And if you have a good Dolby Atmos setup, you will enjoy that as well. So this is a true seal of approval for Dolby. This is a Dolby movie. It's a Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, so you definitely will enjoy it. All right, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys in terms of Aquaman. I think I covered a lot of things here. I tried to give you my best possible analysis. Again, remember, I'm not making this video for you to see, oh, look, this is how it looks. I'm making this video as a credibility to show you that I have the movie and to show you that I have the OLED and that I watched it on the OLED, and to give you my analysis, to give you my honest, unbiased analysis of the Dolby Vision. Just make sure that you keep your Dolby Vision home cinema at 50%. Don't go above 50. Don't go to the 100. Keep it at the 50. Keep that OLED light at 50%. That's all you have to do. And keeping it at 50, it's going to give you that nice balanced Dolby Vision. Brightness, color, dynamic color, all of that stuff that makes the Dolby Vision shine. So there you have it, guys. Pick it up, at least for Dolby Vision demo. I think this is a great disc. They did a great job here, and I think you guys will enjoy the Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And movie's fun too. Like I said, this movie's not gonna wow you. It's not gonna win any Academy Awards and things like that. All right, but it's a fun movie. Well, there you have it. That's all I have for the Aquaman. He is the man. All right, guys. There should be Aquaman drink or something, I think that would sell. Well, there you have it. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. There might be a live stream. There might be a live stream, guys, so keep an eye on that too. Cheers.